why I don't use financing or debt. Main reason why I don't use debt or any type of financing is because I like to sleep at night in peace. What is the number one thing that men value, guys? It is peace. Okay? I don't buy things I can't afford. I don't buy things that I can't buy twice or several times over. Same advice I give you guys, right? I know a lot of people, especially a lot of these gurus online, right? They like to use debt. They tell you to use debt. They tell you things like, "Don't pay off your house, man." If you try to say like, "Oh yeah, I finally got a big bonus from work, and I think I could pay off my house with this." No, man, don't pay that out. Go put it in the market. Get like 8%, 13%. Historically, you'll get that much. Look where the stock market is now. You getting 8%, 13%? No. Okay. Don't listen to those gurus, by the way. If you have the money to pay off your house, pay it off. Okay? You know why? Because you'll be able to sleep at night going, "Hey, I own my house," aside from property taxes and HOA fees and whatnot. Right? You'll be able to say, "My house is paid off. I've got the title to my house. I don't owe any more banks." But here are these gurus telling you, "Nope, don't pay it off, man. Put it in the stock market." I mean, think of it this way. Would you, say your house is paid off, would you take money out of your house, like take the equity out, like take out half of the equity and gamble it in the stock market? No, you wouldn't do that. So why would you do it when you have the money to pay off your house? Makes no sense. I mean, me personally, I don't even use a mortgage. Right? Not only is a mortgage more expensive to like mortgage your house, but I don't buy the house unless I could just buy it cash. And in California, it's pretty expensive, right? It's quite a feat. This is why I don't own like 10 houses or 20 houses. Yeah, and I know, okay, if you spread out that debt, man, you can own like 30 houses. You get super rich. Like I said, I like to sleep at night. I mean, that is something more for a young man. And unfortunately, I'm just not there anymore, right? That's something I would have done back in my 20s, 30s even, maybe even my 40s, but not now, not where I am now. I'm 52. I don't owe any debt. I own my cars outright. This Lamborghini I bought outright in cash. I did not finance this car. I don't finance cars. I've never financed a car. I've always bought every single car I've ever owned with cash, right? It hasn't helped my credit score, by the way, because the FICO and all that, they want you to get in debt. They want you to finance things. I don't do that. I don't, because if I can't afford it, I don't buy it. And if I can't afford it, I'll buy something else. I could have bought this Lamborghini years ago, but I waited. Because I wanted to make sure, like, okay, I want to feel comfortable spending, like 150K, whatever, on a vehicle. And I didn't want to be like, "Oh my gosh, there goes all my money." So I don't buy it unless I can afford it. Unless I could buy it twice. Okay. Same thing with housing, right? I could afford to buy a much larger property, and I just don't. Not only do I not need that much space because I don't have kids or anything, I just have cash gizmo. Not sure if I'm letting my girl move in just yet, but yeah, it's just me, it's the cars, it's my dogs. It's a very simple lifestyle. But I like to sleep at night knowing I own my house, I own my cars, and I don't owe any banks. I don't have to worry about, like, say, if my health goes south and I can't work anymore, or I can't produce, or anything happens, like, oh my gosh, I still owe, like $1 million on my house. No, my house is paid for. Outside of again, property tax, still have to pay, the DMV fees on this every year, obviously. My DeLorean every year, obviously. My daily driver every year, obviously, but those are owned outright. I bought a daily driver a couple years ago. Now I need to replace that daily driver because I've driven in like 100,000 miles on that car. I bought a Pacifica, right? It's like a Chrysler Pacifica. It's a minivan. I know. It's like a 2019 Chrysler Pacifica. And I used it for road trips because I go back and forth from LA to San Francisco a lot. My parents are still in San Francisco, but all my friends are still in LA. So I go back and forth a lot. My entrepreneurs group is in LA. But I needed a car for road trips, and my Land Rover wasn't cutting it anymore. It was just a little too small. I got Cash a dog stroller, and I have to put that in the car. It was like taking up all our space in the Range Rover, even though that's a pretty big car. It took up all our space, so I'm like, I gotta get something bigger. And got a Pacifica, right? And it's a pretty cool car. It's highly optioned, leather interior. It's really nice. Really, I mean, I got the top of the line. However, it's a Pacifica, right? But that car, I walked onto the Chrysler, Jeep dealership, and I was like, yeah, that one. I want that one. The guy was like, okay, and he's like pulling out this financing form. I mean, automatically assuming I'm going to finance the thing. And he was like, asked about my credit score. I go, you don't need any of that, dude. Oh, why? Why not? A bad credit score? I go, no, my credit score is over 800. It is, by the way. I have a 805 credit score. It's not 850. It's like 805. Probably because I don't do debt, right? If I did debt, I could probably get my credit score higher, but it's fine. I don't need debt. So the guy's like, yeah, I need to fill out this form for the financing. I go, I'm not doing any financing. Just let's get an out-the-door price right now. Give me the out-the-door price. I will run over to Chase Bank and get you a cashier's check right now. And we did that. We settled on a price. I told him, hey, because I'm paying, I'm buying this thing cash, and I'm buying this thing on the spot with barely a test drive. I knew I wanted it. This is the deal I want. I want an out-the-door price, no games, no gimmicks. Don't try to sell me anything after I get this check. Otherwise, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to go to another dealership and give him my check. So he's like, okay, here's the price. It was a little over 20 grand, 20,000 something. And I wrote it down, went over to Chase Bank, which was like a block away, got the check, came back to the dealership with my check. And he's like, oh, you're back. I go, here's the check. Give me the title. He's like, oh, yeah, we'll do the paperwork. We'll send you the title in the mail. Okay, cool. And I have the titles to all my cars. My Pacifica, my DeLorean, the Lamborghini. I have the title for this car. I don't do financing. I don't do leasing. I don't do debt. That's just how I roll. I'm a student of Dave Ramsey, kind of just that old school method, right? It's also in the Bible that you become slave to the lender when you borrow. And I don't like borrowing from anybody. I mean, even when I was dead broke, my dad had just retired from his job and he was offering me like a few $1,000s. I think it was almost like $5,000. He was like, here, and he had cash. He was like, here, take the money. Don't tell your brothers and sisters, right? Here, take it. I know you need it. And I just said, no. I can't do it, Dad. I can't do it. And he was like, no, you need it. Take it. He's like getting mad. Like, take the money. And I just said, I don't want to take it. I put my foot down. I go, I don't feel good. I don't want to take it, Dad. I said, I'll be fine. Oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to eat? I'm like, I don't know, but I'll be fine. I'm like, it'll be okay. I'll work it out. I mean, and he wasn't asking me to pay it back. He was just giving it to me. And I said, no. I said, I'll make it on my own steam. It's okay. I'll make it on my own steam. So he's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. He asked me like 3 times. Are you sure? You sure about this? I'm like, yes. Don't worry. Okay, I'm not going to offer it again. I go, I know. Don't worry about it. And he didn't, but he was like, okay. And he goes, well, what did you eat today? I go, nothing. And he goes, okay, here. He gave me like $25. Just buy yourself a pizza or something so I don't feel bad. And I said, okay, I'll take the $25. I bought myself a pizza for me and my dog Steve at the time. This is before I had Cash and Gizmo. However, yeah, even when it came to that, I didn't want to take the money. It just goes against my principles with just, I will sleep in my car or sleep on the street homeless, until I figure it out if I have to. And I've been there, right? I've been in a situation where I basically slept in my car for a little while because I had no other choice. So, yeah, that is the main reason I don't do debt. I like owning my things clear and free. I like having the title to my home, the title to my cars. And I don't like getting letters from the bank like, oh, here's your payment stub, man, make that payment. Nah, I just rather not. And if I don't have the money to do it, I won't buy it. As simple as that, right? It's as simple as that. So, yeah. In any case, guys, let me know if you do debt. If you don't mind, going into debt, or if it's worked out for you, or if it hasn't worked out for you, you know, I'm open to hearing your stories as well. Not, you know, my way isn't for everybody. It's just, this is what works for me. But let me know what works for you. Okay, do you like to use debt as leverage to make more money? And I know plenty of people who do, that are very successful at it. You know, Graham Stephan's done it, and many of these other gurus. But let me know what your thoughts are on it. Drop your comments below. Okay, drop them below and I'll see you there. And until next time, this is Matt Cross signing out from Alpha Male Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell for me as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget also, for you guys who want to support my work and everything I'm teaching you here, best way to support me is just by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform. The reason I'm doing that is to protect my content from YouTube in case they try to shut us down one day. They won't be able to. So right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of my premium Alpha Male Secrets content. Take advantage of it. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.